Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to do some boxing with you, and it's in a bit of a story here. It's in memory of my friend Ricky, the Hitman Hatton. He was a friend of mine around the year 2000. In fact, a little bit before Ricky was a world champion and like the fighter that everybody knows today. He was a friend. Well, he was the best friend of a man that I worked with for a long time in Manchester, and they were schoolboys. The man that I worked with and his son was Ricky's best friend at school, and I got to know both families very well. And before Ricky was world champion, we used to go to his fights in places like the York Hall in Bethnal Green in London, where there was a tremendous fight in the crowd. I think that was for the British Championship. That would have been, uh, let me think now, maybe 1998, 97. And so I went to most of the big fights in Manchester. The main one was with Kostya in the M.E.N arena. And over the years of knowing Ricky, he gave me bits and pieces, bits of memorabilia. He invited me out to Vegas, but I never went. I couldn't afford to go. And when he fought Pacquiao at no Mayweather, and I'm going to show you some of the things that he's given me over the years, and then what we're going to do is we're going to, in memory to him, we're going to play some Glory Days boxing, and we're going to do Ricky Hatton, Ricky the Hitman Hatton, God rest his soul, and against Kostya, the fight where he really lit up everyone's imagination with his relentless attacking style. Okay, so here's some of the things. I'm going to turn the camera around. So this is where he went to Vegas here. If I can focus on that. This was a bit later on. This was 2007. And he fought the Mexican Jose Luis Castillo. You can see he signed it there for me there. At this time, this was after. Was this after? Yeah, this is after he was world champion, obviously. IBF, he'd already picked up the other belt by then, and he was defending his titles, and he was 41-0 there. And this here is when he came back, the homecoming, when he came back to Manchester. And here, say here to Nigel, best wishes, and all the fighters on the night signed the program for me. I was there, and Ricky Hatton won Lozcano. Is that the thing? Yeah, the two Mexicans. So he fought Castillo, and then he fought Lozcano, and also the American Paul Magliani, and the South African Lovemore Nador. So all four of these have signed here. So there's Ricky, there's the South African chap. I think that's Paul Magliani, and that's Juan Lozcano there. So that's the program from the fight. This is the fight we're going to do tonight or today when he fought Kostya. And what else have we got here? Let's just put that to one side. Obviously, I've got a folder here that I put these things in. Here's his biography here, his book, if you like, which he gave to me. And here there's some more bits and pieces. This one here, 2008. This is a thing when he fought Mayweather. Here's his biography. It makes me very sad. Last night I was watching the fight, the And I remember it well when he came in and they're singing, "Blue moon, you saw me standing alone." And he's coming through the fire, and he's the ring fire, and he's he's going for the world title against this incredibly tough Russian Australian Kostya, who had been champion for a long time. And I don't know the equivalent, but he was a bit like Inui. He was just indestructible, and Ricky really had to, he just battered him. Oh, here we go. Look, to my mate Nigel, best wishes, Ricky Hatton. It makes me so sad, because I knew them well, and in here there's pictures of him, and I want to show you this here. When he fought Kostya, we all went to the pub afterwards. That's it there, that's the fight. We all went to the pub afterwards and had a drink, and the deal was we all had to wear terrible shirts in the pub. And here, this is the picture of us in the pub. There's Ricky, there's Craig, that's the guy that I knew as well. He's the son of the guy I work with. These are all the local lads that Ricky grew up with. And guess who that is there? That there in the white shirt there, that's your YouTube host today. That was oh dear, just put my toe on there, sorry Rick, it'll be all right. There I am at the back. At the time I was a bit of a journalist, and I used to write about Ricky and his fights. And that actual photograph I've got here, and there again he signed it for me. And in this one I'm just there. And so I didn't know they were going to take the picture. They all assembled, but it's okay, I was there. And yeah, we're all drinking the Guinness, and you can see Ricky's shirt there. It's actually pretty cool. We all had on these crazy shirts. Alright guys, so when we come back, we're going to do some Glory Days boxing. So I'm going to pause the video here. Alright, thanks very much.